When it comes to tips for your first sober day or early days of sobriety in general, here's a list of things that I did that helped me massively in those very early days. Let me run through them quite quickly, quite high level. I can do some follow-up videos. No fluffy advice here. This is genuinely what got me through those first uncomfortable days and weeks. I got outside pretty much every single day. It was non-negotiable. Every single evening, I switched wine o'clock into walk o'clock. As cheesy as it sounds, when it was raining, when it was windy, when it was sunny, I put my trainers on. At the time, I'd normally pour a drink. Sometimes I'd have a long walk. Other times I'd just walk around the block. But I did it, and it helped me clear my mind. It changes your state. Now, this one might sound a little bit daft, but I literally sort of faked it until I maked it, if you like. I talked myself into feeling a lot more excited than I genuinely did. So the little voice would come along, oh, come on, you deserve it, just have one, la, la, la. We know what the voice is. And I would deliberately go to the other extreme and tell myself, isn't this great? I'm only so many days in. Imagine how amazing I'm going to feel in another week or another couple of weeks. It was a bit fake at first, but I was really, really overdoing it. But in a few weeks, it stopped being fake. It was genuine. It really helped me sort of go a bit gung-ho. I really lent into this topic fully. I fully committed. I went all in. I listened to podcasts. I read quit literature. I listened to the advice of the people that had gone before me. I just soaked it all up. I threw myself in, and I didn't doubt my decision. I was like, what have I got to lose? I might as well give it my all. I planned my evenings like they really mattered. Like I planned with precision exactly what I was going to do at what hour and when, what I was eating, what I was doing, everything. Because when you don't have a plan, there's gaps. And when we got gaps, our old drinking brain is like, well, you know what to do. Let's crack open the wine. So I just knew from my old behaviour that I couldn't have any gaps. It didn't last forever, but those early weeks, I just knew what I was doing every hour of the day. I stopped thinking about forever. I took a 90-day break initially. It was never going to be a long-term thing, but I couldn't comprehend anything longer than that. Even the first week was terrifying. Even the thought of 90 days was terrifying. So I had to take forever and teetotal and big scary words like that. I had to take them off the table. I was like, well, no, we're not talking about that. I'm just having a break. And that helped me sort of just keep going and just keep having a break. I didn't have any long-term plans. I never thought about forever. I never thought beyond, the next day or two. When you focus on just getting to bed tonight, putting your head on the pillow without having alcohol in your system, it becomes a lot more manageable. And related to that, I changed my entire routine. Like I said, I used to get outside for a walk. I started doing things differently because my old drinking habits was sitting in a certain part of the living room, watching telly and just caning my wine mindlessly. So when you really change up your routine a bit, you're starting to disrupt those patterns, and that helps massively. I expected to be a bit miserable and a bit uncomfortable and a bit unsettled, and I was in the very, very early days, because everybody that I'd heard that had done this before told me to prepare myself to feel a bit uncomfortable, and I did. And I give that advice back now. It doesn't last. It really doesn't. But just expect to feel uncomfortable. Get comfortable with feeling uncomfortable. It's just a feeling. It's fine. It's like a restless feeling. It's just your nervous system and withdrawing from alcohol, everything settling down, and it can take a bit of time for others, but I was like, it took about a week for me to get rid of that feeling. One thing I did do is I wrote a list of whys, why I wanted to do this, why it was important to me, why now, what happens if nothing changes. I wasn't like fluffy about it. I got really detailed. I probably wrote things in there that I have since never even told people. I mean, now I will, but it was very, very detailed, very specific, and that helped me enormously, because at the time you just write them and then you forget about them. But weeks in, and you're starting to wobble, then it's good to go back and remind yourself just how crap you felt. I went to bed earlier than usual. I just started going to bed early because I wanted to get to bed another day alcohol free. That didn't last, but in that early couple of weeks, I had a lot of early nights. Do it. I kept it to myself at the very beginning. Now, this helped me. I really think that accountability is huge, but I was part of an online support group, so there was a bit of accountability, but I didn't tell my friends and family, stuff like that, for about 3 weeks. I just wanted to just keep it to myself and just work on it initially. Plus, I was a bit scared that I wouldn't do it. I accepted that it was going to be boring, very boring initially. I got myself at peace with that. It's like, yep, I'm going to be bored. Yep, I know that I'm learning something new here. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be boring. So, you know, you get over it. You find new ways to deal with that. But in those early days and weeks, you got to accept it. I noticed all the wins. That was a great bit of advice that I got, and now I give to others. Every single win, even the tiny, tiny ones, I was waking up a tiny bit clearer, or something would happen when I would like walk past the alcohol in the supermarket. I'd walk past and I would shop and I'd be like, I did that. So every single thing, I wrote them down. And I reminded myself all the time that this wasn't a punishment, it was a choice. I was choosing to do this, I was getting to do it. I was having a little detox, taking alcohol out of the equation for a bit and taking back control. And then I would tell myself that, and that really helped me. Early days sobriety isn't all about willpower and white knuckling it. It's about making little mini decisions along the day and planning your time carefully, starting to disrupt those old patterns. We've all got to start somewhere. It really is about what you do and what you think and what you say to yourself in those key moments, because those voices will come in. I'm Brigitte, I'm nearly 6 years alcohol free. Follow me if you want more tips on early days sobriety or a few days alcohol free under your belt. I talk about stuff like this all the time. I was a middle lane drinker. I wasn't in addiction, but I was not free, and I was caning wine most nights in front of the telly, and it was fun until it was no longer fun. So if that sounds like you, come along and listen. If you want any of them breaking down into a more detailed video, please put it in the comments, or if you found that helpful, please let me know in the comments. Thank you.